Do you want to rank high in D4DJ Groovy Mix? Do you want a PNG that you can use to brag to all your friends that you can't even print out in full quality? Do you want to show that you're the #1 fan of this character and that nobody else can compare? Well, then you need to sit down, grab your device, and let's get tearing. Hey y'all, it's Fortuna4 and we officially have started the new Ritual Purification event. Let's go. I will be using this event as a guide, helping me help you with tiering, because the last time I tried to record this video, it was an absolute disaster. So I decided to go ahead and get a fresh start with this event, and we can go over all the ways that you can tier in all Groovy Mix events. First and foremost, we can see that the event card is going to be AOE, and it is a slot event. We haven't had a slot event in forever, so I'm glad that they're making a return. Look, even it says if you get top 1000, you get some nice rewards. So one of the main things you need to know when tiering in any event is going to be the style of the card that is required in the event and the parameter that is required in the event. All the cards that come out with the new event are going to be cards that match the style and parameter of that event. When you are ready to tier, you are going to have to roll this darn thing. I'm not tiering this event. I'm only using this event as an example, so don't get on me. But pretend that I got the cards, okay? Just pretend. Having the cards that match the event are going to help you out exponentially if you really want to get a high score. I was able to get Neo and Michiru cards from the Halloween event that was last year, and that definitely helped me get rank 5. Now that you know exactly what style and parameter you need for your team, you can go ahead and start setting up your team. This is the team that I pre-set up for this event. Since this event is Marika, Rika, Aoi, and Nagisa, I'm going to go ahead and try to find a Nagisa card to replace this Tsubaki. Let's go with that. Since this pop-up is on the screen, let's go ahead and go over what slot events are. This event is slots. Get character-specific growth items. Spend voltage to play lives. Collect slot medals. Challenge slot with medals you collect. Get limited edition exchange items at the jackpot. Groovy bonus is a guaranteed jackpot. When you collect plenty of slot medals, increase the multiplier. The more medals you spend, the bigger the rewards when you win. Collect event points to get rewards. The higher you score, the more event points you will accumulate. Make combos to get event points. The longer the combo, the more event points you earn. The amount of event points earned varies depending on the difficulty. Manual mode earns you more event points through combo compared to normal mode. And then it tells you how to change the modes. So this is exactly it. This chart is going to be quite important. To get the most points earnable, you need to have matching characters, styles, and parameters. As you can see on this right hand side, it'll give you a lot of bonus points if you match those. Extra training also plays a factor into how many event points you get. If you roll the event gacha and you get the same 4-star card twice and you extra train that, you are going to get a lot of more event points, and that's going to be very useful, especially if you want to get high. Perfect. This tells you exactly how many points you would get if you would get that card and extra train it a certain amount of times. Every event should give you an event card, a free one, that you can use on your team, so that can help you score higher when you do play the event. This event card is going to be Aoi, and we are going to go ahead and get her eventually. But first, I need to show you something else. Here we have growth. Growth is also going to help you gain a lot more points when you are playing events. Now, if you plan accordingly and you're really trying to go for it, you're going to go ahead and put in your desired team before the event starts so you can get a head start on powering up your cards. Now for your support members, you are going to choose the number of extra trained that has 4-star cards. There we go. So as you can see, I have Asura, Yuka, Mana, and Toka extra trained 4 times and they're all 4-star cards. So if you can work on getting 4-star cards all the way to 4 extra trains, then you'll be good in this part. So in Growth Live, you can see that you have a starting amount of total power, and as you press these little cards on this bottom here, you can get a higher total power of your cards. So let's go this way and see where she goes. See, already gaining extra points just like that. All you have to do is use up all 10 of your moves, or 20 if you went ahead and bought the growth pass. I would highly recommend looking up the skills at level 5 so you can see if you're getting the right thing for your cards, because sometimes you can get the wrong thing and you won't be able to go back unless you reset it, and it's kind of annoying. So I'll put a resource for that in the description, because I don't really like changing the skills of my cards. I just landed on that red spot there, so I will go ahead and play the Elite DJ unit versus and see what happens afterwards. Just from doing that growth live, you can see I'm getting a little bit of points and some slot tokens. So let's go ahead and see what happened. They won. Jesus Christ. So what happens? Oh, okay, well, I don't get to change my skill. So when you do win, you should be able to change the skill of your card, but since I lost, I got fricked. Whatever. But yeah, as I stated, you should definitely go ahead and do these growths beforehand. D4DJ always puts out a notice about what event will be next, so you can get a head start. There's quite a bit of preparation that goes into tiering, so it's always better to get a head start when you can. I absolutely hate landing on the yellow ones, so I'm trying to avoid those as much as possible. Alright, so now that we're officially all out of moves, you can see the increase of power I have in my cards, and that's when you can go ahead and go on with your life and do the next step. While we're still on this team and power up section, I will quickly go over the Call of Artemis bonus. The Call of Artemis bonus is when you put Irie or Mana or Toka and Shano on your support members side of the team, and that will give you a link bonus. I'm not sure by how much percent, it kind of depends on the cards you have and how much limit training and all that good stuff, but it will give you a nice bonus that you could apply to your team, and it's always great to get bonus points when you're doing tiering. I do have Miss Marika as my team leader, and I have her skill at all the way at 5. Whoever you make your team leader should have their skill at 5. I do not think every single card needs to have their skill at 5, but that's just something I like to do because sometimes you never know what's going on with this game, and these cards just so happen to all be at 5, so I think that works out for me. But if you are running low on tickets, just try to make sure that the team leader does have their skill at 5. Now I know games like Project Sakai and Bandari do incorporate the club item bonuses. D4DJ also does too, but it's not as intense, I would say. Basically, any items that you have all the way powered up will just get put into a random club. You don't have to actually go set up a club. You can update certain club items that you want, but most of them will just give you all parameter boost, and then the disc for each specific character will give you a character boost. As you can see, the Marika disc does give me 12% up on Marika. Yay. If you're unsure about what your cards do, you can go ahead and press confirming passive effects just to make sure you know what exactly is going on here. Ugh, not the manual support level 1. This is the support passive bonus that I was talking about. The activated and support always score 4% up 1.5% if Irie is present. Skill effect time, 20% increase, 15% increase if Mana is present. Yes, as you can see, they give each other a bonus. Same thing with Toka and Shano. Don't you even think of getting bored here, because it just goes on and on and on, because tiering is so freaking volatile. Let's move on to getting those cans, because cans is what you need to tier. Can usage. I have quite a bit here. Sometimes they give you special items that can also be used as energy. If I use all these Nocho candied apples, you see I have 285 voltage, but that's not going to happen. Every single day you can get 1 can for however many shells that was, because I wasn't paying attention. And then every month you can get 5 of these energy drink 5s for coins in the coin exchange shop. You can also get 1 energy drink 5 can with 2 of these song shells. I'll just get 10 to show as an example. Boom. Went from 624 to 634. As you play the event, you will also be rewarded with some cans as you go along. From my own tiering experience and seeing what other people say, I believe using 5 total energy is best when you are on manual mode and 1 energy when you are on auto mode. The auto mode may look like it's scoring less on 1 energy, but it actually is scoring quite a bit as you progress. You could genuinely go through the entire event on 1 energy on auto if you're really not feeling it, but you're trying to get to a decent score, and you could do that and get a pretty decent score. In fact, I might try that for this event and report back. The thing with using 1 voltage though is that it takes forever because the songs you can play can be super long, and that is why we have tiering songs. Just from using our trusty public tags here, you can see the tiering heaven songs are going to be Cat's Eye, Bomb Ahead, Love and Devil, and Synchro Gazer. If you can play Synchro Gazer and Love and Devil on expert, you are going to be so freaking good. You're going to be set. You're going to be set. I cannot clear Synchro Gazer at all. I flopped on Love and Devil. I barely passed Bomb Ahead. So if you can get good with your fingers, then you can definitely do pretty good if you're trying to tier and you're an expert at this game. I heard in passing that Love and Devil on auto also scores pretty decently, so I might try that with the 1 voltage thing, see what happens. I think I'll probably do pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. This ended up being my final score for the Ritual Purification event, so I wouldn't do the only 1 voltage thing again. Just a quick little tip, if you spend all your song shells buying voltage cans, you can get more song shells from exchanging your song pearls, cover tokens, and song tokens. I'll just do one to show as an example. Boom, I'm getting so many song shells. I love it, beautiful. I would only recommend doing the song shell conversion stuff if you've used up all your song pearl, song cover thingamajigs. If you used them up already, then go ahead and go buy those song shells because they'll be very useful to you. That's exactly how I have a lot of voltage, and that's exactly what I did when I needed to tier. I think players are definitely going to be excited for this event since it is the return of the very missed slots, and it's nice and updated too. Look at this. This is Delinkus. I love it. Beautiful. Whoa there. The glitch? Damn. Yeah, definitely people are going to be a little excited for this event, but events are kind of the same. They all have their different gimmicks though. So as you can see, this slots thing, as you play the games, you can roll the slots. Let's see if I can go ahead and do that right now. I'll show you what happens. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Richie. Oh boy. What's going to happen? Oh, I got the 3 Marika. Hey, jackpot on the first try. That's iconic. YouTuber luck is exactly what I'm talking about. That's the slot gimmick. I'm getting rewards now. And I can go ahead. I should have just pressed the exchange button, huh? I can go ahead and get some stuff with my new Marika tickets. What should I get? Wow, if I get some Rika tickets, I can get diamonds. Oh, I can get this stamp. I'm gonna save for that stamp. But as I was saying, each event does have its own different gimmick. Medley events gives you the medley tickets that you can use to play the specific medleys set for those characters, and you get a lot of points when you play those. The last event that I did tier was also a Halloween event called Trick or Sexy. That one was a medley event, and that is literally how I got top 10 from using all of those medley tickets. It was crazy. Then there's the bingo event, which honestly you just play and it just gives you rewards as you play. There's nothing crazy with that one. Then there are the poker events that I did cover in the last video that gives you so many coins. If you are low on coins, poker events are for you. There's raid events, and those ones can be very different depending on what is going on. Sometimes there'll be character specific rooms, and then there'll just be one room where everybody gets to play in, and it's just an overall ranking. Raids don't have daily rankings, I'm sure, but they do have room rankings, so you can get a title for being first in those specific rooms. Weird, huh? In raids, there are also special energy that you accumulate just from playing that you can use to get special rewards, and it just varies depending on what D4DJ decides they want to give you. Just a quick little recap. Bingo events are good for getting experience tickets, skill tickets, crystals, and sometimes diamonds. Slot events are good for getting character upgrade items. Poker events are good for getting a lot of coins. And raid events are good for people who like to race against other players and collect titles. There's also rave events, and we're not gonna talk about rave. You can have any reason that you want to tier. For me, there are a multitude of different reasons why people tier. You can tier for trying to grind certain types of gems, like if you are low on these party gems here, these orange ones, you can go ahead and tier in party events, and then you'll certainly get a lot of orange gems. As you can see, boom, literally giving me gems right there. I honestly do have a lot of party gems, but I still like these characters, which is another reason you can tier. If you simply just like the characters that much and you love them and you want cards of them, then this is a perfect chance for you to tier and get a higher ranking, because it's just a fun way to show that you love them. You could be trying to collect a lot of club items, and sometimes when you get top 1000, you do get exclusive club items. You could tier to just test stuff out, which is what I'm also doing, because I'm trying to see if I'll actually get a good rank just by playing one on auto. That would be crazy. The main reason I did tier in the Magic of Halloween event is because all 4 characters were literally my favorite characters, other than Call of Artemis, of course. It was Sophia, Neo, Mitru, and Lumina, and I did manage to get top 5. Now, I will say, if you are trying to get in the top 10, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of time, and people close to you will notice that you are on your phone a lot, or your tablet. It's going to be a little concerning, but it's worth it. I had spent a lot of time grinding for that top 10 spot. I honestly did want to get top 4 because, you know, my name is Fortune of 4, but I did end up getting 5 at the last day. I was so distraught. But I was like, okay, well, I mean, 4 and 5 technically get the exact same title, but I still wanted to be 4, you know? I still wanted to be 4. I was even thinking of going for 3, but I was like, you know what? Nah. I have to give you the obligatory warning. Don't lose sleep over tiering. Make sure you're eating and drinking water and taking care of yourself. But really though, tiering is no joke, especially in the very top ranks of D4DJ. That's some crazy stuff. I heard for other games it's extremely difficult to even get even in top 100. So I'd say tiering in D4DJ is a little easier, but when there's like full unit events going on and there's SB cards involved for free, that's when it gets a lot more competitive. So I finally got the event AOE card, and I'm going to go ahead and place her on my team. Now, you may be wondering, hey, that event card you just got is so not strong. Why would you use that card when you can use the 3 extra trained AOE cards that you already have on your team? And I will tell you, it is because you get bonus points no matter what if it's an event card. Now, this is definitely gonna make me score less as of right now, but when I get all 4 extra trained, it'll definitely be a higher score. Wow, so cute. So whenever you do get an event card, make sure you place that card on your team. Even if you think it'll score less, trust it'll definitely pay off with the event points. I recommend whenever you can that you go for top 1000, and when you do go for top 1000, make sure you end on either 600 or 700, because getting voted is definitely a potential factor in this game. But when you do get top 1000, you always have a chance to get these little babies, these 4-star USB quarters that you can use to extra train your 4-star cards. Now, I have been slacking in this department, and so I do not have a lot at all. It's actually really sad. But after the last Photon Maiden reverse event, I was like, you know what? I need to get my life together. I need to make sure I'm grinding these, because some events are coming up that I don't want to be falling behind for, you know? I do not whatsoever recommend you start grinding at nighttime so you can boat someone at the last minute. If you are not a certified night owl and you are not 100% sure you can stay up late, don't do it, because you're gonna fall asleep. I always fall asleep when I try to do crazy stuff at night in this game. I don't know why. It's just like a given. Like, I'm always like, oh, it's okay, it's time to do the tiering. I'm gonna do the tiering at night. I'm gonna burn all my tickets tonight. And then I go to sleep and then the event ended and I wasted all my time and energy beforehand trying to burn tickets and all the tickets are gone. So do not do that. I do not recommend that at all. You are going to go to sleep, okay? Just don't do it. So let's see what we get from doing these slots. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this cinematic off so we can get to the point. Perfect, perfect. Damn. Dang! It's faster now. Oh, whoa. Oh, wow. It used to be really slow. It's faster now. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Oh, this is another way to get some nice rewards too. Now that I've given you all the tools, do you think you can get rank 1? There are some people out there in this game who will fight you to the death over rank 1. Some people are rank 1 collectors because they pay a lot of money for this game. Oh my gosh. I wish I could do that, but I can't. But it is possible to get rank 1. You're just gonna have to dedicate a lot of time and maybe part of your soul. I hope that this little tiering guide was helpful, and I'm so glad to see the return of slots. If you have any more needs and wants that you want from Fortune of 4, then you tell me that, okay, in the comments. I look forward to seeing you on the leaderboards, and Fortune of 4 out.